Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys loses a week ago trying to get back into the win column here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the man who won the national championship back at Ohio State. It's Will Howard.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
He'll swing this out to Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Howard. This one is caught by Skoranek. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Howard back to the air one more time. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll go. It's Johnson.
So this is kind of a tricky down and distance, and I think for the defense, you really have to be ready to defend any type of play. They could keep it on the ground like they do here, but you also in the back of your mind have to think play action, drop back pass, screen. So there's a lot of plays at the offense's disposal, and they keep it on the ground, keep it simple, and pick up the first. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Howard now to throw it here on second down. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Honolulu, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson, touchdown Shamrock. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Shamrocks will take a 7-0 lead.
Shamrocks 7, Thunderbirds nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll go again with Giddens. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Austin, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, it's Giddens. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Gain of 15. And an Austin first down.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Chris Barnes from that linebacker position making the play.
Brings up 2nd and
From
8.
the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, a run with Giddens. And he'll take this one in. DJ Giddens. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Shamrocks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Broderick Jones, the former first-round pick, guilty that time. Here's Howard. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On second down, it's Howard. Catch made right side by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Thunderbirds offense and their running back set to go once more. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. Here's a zone read to start the drive. Oh, and he is deep weeded on that one. Picked up, throws down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Hunter out there for the Thunderbirds. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To the air, Howard. He finds his man, it's Skoranek. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Howard. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. John Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Howard. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Thunderbirds offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Giddens. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Giddens. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
At the 44-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside 3rd of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
The Shamrocks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
At the 39-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, Howard. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4 down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Howard. A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Ready? Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. It's 4th down coming up. Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. On the return, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Thunderbirds offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
This intercepted.
This dude's
Picked
picking on
off
him.
by Akilo Witherspoon. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
They'll try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Shamrocks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. Now an opening as the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Giddens. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll throw out of the gun. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one. And that will be a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing is Howard. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Mikey, 18.
From the gun, it's Howard. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on third down is Howard. He'll swing this out to Johnson. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Honolulu.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach watch them, their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Shamrocks will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. Back to the air one more time. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding.
Still 1st down.
Man in motion here is Washington. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Washington.
Complete to number 85. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
To throw here on 1st down. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example of
that one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Damn.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
That's good for an Austin first.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
He's going to air this one out. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
I'm looking good for Austin. I know St. Louis loving every bit of this. Maybe Wilkes can bring them back.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half.
Good thing going for y'all.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Thunderbirds offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Our defense is taking on the game. It's the hit six, and it's giving them good field position.
They'll run with Giddens. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now it's the veteran, Dario Ogunbowale. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Pushed out to his left. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Moving to his left. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
They're down and 9.
It's third down.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. That one is good. And the Thunderbirds cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This will be returned from the 6. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Shamrocks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Howard. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down. Play action. It's Howard. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Let's go. Hawks 70, Hawks.
Now it's Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And that will be a first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
From the 24 now, here is second and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now a give up the middle, and you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 2.
Go. 72.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced fourth down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like you off the old tee box, right to left draw. But instead, he just kind of hung it out there, and he ends up missing it wide right.
On first down, it's Giddens. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down.
And an Austin first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Carry now for Giddens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On the toss, it's Giddens. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Miles Cole there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Loss of 1.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Howard. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Got his man at the 6. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A 4-yard loss.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to get back to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Shamrocks offense headed back to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out? At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, sack.
A run here with Johnson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
32-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll get this out to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Howard. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Hey, no, Connell got hurt at the wrong time. 3 weeks without him. Got to be a second straight there for Austin.
Extra point attempt. Still to go.
This defense only got 3 points on that interception.
He's got it. And the Shamrocks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
I still got 33rd string in there. I don't know how much money he can put in for him.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Bull on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense getting their final instructions running back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now, faking the give. Rolling right. That's to the sideline. And intercepted.
Everything is like these niggas out there everywhere. They do got the
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. One thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
58 overall quarterback, of course.
He'll run. Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Another run here with Johnson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger.
They'll go again with Johnson. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down straight ahead. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come.
Easy ass field out, so they ain't listening with me. Too easy inside 40 yards. They better make this one. Everything just slipping things fast.
He missed twice already. This one goes through. And the Shamrocks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Back to throw.
I didn't know about this thing.
They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
Brings up 2nd
and now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. Anthony Gould was the intended target.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is
so the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Austin. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Thunderbirds are able to edge a bit closer.
Thunderbirds 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory.
That's good.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA